Hello, ladies and germs. Welcome back to the Mehcast, and oh, what a motley crew we are. Happy New Year, everybody!
Happy New Year to all, and to all a good Halo. Welcome back to the Mehcast, the first Mehcast of the new year, and oh, what a motley crew we are.
Yep. Gizmos.
We're in the library.
Yep. Get your stream.
I just gotta follow the monitor back to the index. And kill a bunch of flood on my way there.
Can you share your stream, Alex? Or is it
Yes,
Twitch?
I did in announcements.
Oh, wait, it is. And I'm sure... you're very enthused to not be playing the most underwhelming
Oh,
spider.
god damn it! Yeah.
Alex, your stream is upside down.
My stream is upside down. What?
Oh,
What?
oh, for some reason... Oh, no, wait, I know what's going on.
Oh, the stream is upside down on your end. Okay. Because I was like looking over at my stream here.
Sorry, I'm trying to flip your thing around, but it's not letting me do that.
Who's been playing acting for?
Oh,
Didn't know Guilty Gear. Didn't know you were playing Guilty Gear.
Oh! Shit.
I played a bit of OG Guilty Gear. I saw.
I mean, to be fair, it's one of those old kind of games. It's not exactly easy.
Anyway, we're back with Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. When last we left off, we were in Far Outpost, and
I mean, it's easier than King of Fighters, I'll say that, right?
and essentially,
Oh, shit. Oh,
Actually,
that was my fault. Sent Master Chief's Ragdoll flying.
I don't know. I mean, can anybody here do a Raging Storm from Solutions?
secret technique, icicle disaster. I know that's not related to.
Bro, have you seen the combo challenges in any King of Fighters game ever?
Yes, I've played. I mean,
What
I've
the
played
hell?
2002, an unlimited match.
There you
And
go.
now it's mirrored. Your stream, Alex.
Yeah, it's fine on my end. I don't know what's going on there.
Oh yeah.
I want to try resetting the transformation.
Don't tell me what to do.
How do I flip this thing?
Right click on it.
Okay, I did that.
Oh yeah.
And what now?
There should be a reset transformation on there.
Transform.
Wow, that was my fault. I fell down a mine shaft.
Okay, we're good now. I just had to flip horizontally.
Okay.
Alright. So anyway, last time we ended up having to deal with,
Oh damn.
we ended up who looks like a lady?
This is the force drive, so the space power down.
Here's the thing. I think upon re-releases of Guilty Gear, or they ended up, rewriting some of the dialogue.
Nope.
No. I mean, like you know how there's that. I mean, like in re-releases of Guilty Gear 1.
Nope. Not even.
Wait,
Gizmo.
We're delivering
Guilty.
No.
Bridget's an OG.
Yeah, they didn't rewrite her
Hold
origin.
on.
His origin. Anyway, no, they didn't rewrite the origin, and I'm saying they rewrote the dialogue. Like, you know how that one guy mistook Bridget for a girl? Oh, but then, and he's like, oh no, I'm a boy. Wait, in later re-releases, from what I've heard and or seen, essentially they are like, oh, I'm a hunter. Oh, I'm a bounty hunter. Are not really clearing up anything.
Oh, you're talking about that pack, not the very first game. Yeah, because that's the game where Bridget first showed up. No, Bridget was an XF.
Either way, of course we're not.
And again, I mean, I don't play much of story, so an XF.
Ah! Fuck.
So I don't want to have to sit through a victory.
I do apologize. Yeah, I do apologize. I'm more.
Oh.
Like I said, I'm more or less referring to the re-releases of the OG Guilty Gear game.
Yeah, that's not my text.
What I'm saying is that in order to keep through with this retcon, they ended up rewriting a number of dialogue bits. Alex, you're familiar with this, right?
I'm pretty sure that isn't what happened, and that was something that they redid it for the new Guilty Gear game. Remember they
that was for
changed
that
some
was
stuff.
No. I'm talking like the re-releases of the older.
No, I know
games.
they didn't do that for the re-releases.
Weird. I
That
could
wasn't the
Weird. I could have sworn they did.
Yeah, they were really before graphics that they came back in I don't know, maybe if I ever get the real station to do the toy mode, maybe I might check for that. But I don't want to.
You know, the funny thing is that the first instance of Guilty Gear having any English voice acting was in the
second game. Right?
Yeah, no. Oh, not this. Yeah, this game titled Guilty Gear 2.
Yeah. The one where Finn
where it's not actually the sequel. It's just, you know,
a weird spin-off side piece, which is kind of canon, kind of
yeah.
not. I mean, if that was the game where Finn showed up, also how Soul got his new weapon.
Also, that man was voiced by Yuri Lowenthal in that game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now we call him Austin.
Why did they give him a name?
Because I don't know, it's been so long since I was supposed to give him a name. Just say, I don't know, Slash, because we don't know whether or not Slash is the last Guilty Gear or not.
Considering how part of it's tanking nowadays, I wouldn't bet on them having another Guilty Gear game.
Okay, now, yeah, I just did a quick look on the censorship, on the game censorship wiki and the censorship wiki, and no, the only one that has any censorship from Guilty Gear is Strive.
Okay, I swear.
Because Strive's re-release, Strive's DLC, not the re-release, is but like the DLC and the updates. That's what had the all of the fuck you, I'm grenading out. Or are you guilty spot?
I do apologize if I sound like I'm making this up, but it's something I could have sworn I saw.
Nobody's shit on your shit for this. I mean.
No, that was X. Yeah. XRD and all the others
Xrd?
are.
Xrd is how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, there's like XX and there's Xrd Drive, and Xrd Revelator 2. And Arc System's sequel names are weird.
Alright.
Yeah,
Okay, Gold Bob, we gotta go find. Okay, we gotta go find Gold Bob and General White. Gold Bob is located at the poshly sanctum, and thankfully, we don't have to go. We don't have to go on the friggin' train to get there. We could just take one of the secret warp pipes.
Oh, you're doing the whole backtracking.
Yeah, I have to because this is part of the main game.
Oh joy, I love it when my RPGs force me to backtrack.
Yeah, Alex, this is the one part of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door that nobody likes doing. So, essentially, what you gotta do for the ladder, General White, you have to go all around the places where he's been sighted in Road Corps and whatnot. And then come back to Far Outpost. Only to find him having long since returned. You know how dumb that is?
I mean, at least nowadays when games do that whole back long back, at least the games have a safety back and stuff, but still.
Freaking hell, Mario.
Guilty Spark, can you maybe make this a little bit quicker?
I mean,
You're expecting the small robot to have sense.
I mean, nobody likes that small robot anyway.
No wonder he's the final boss of Halo 3.
Which is for better or for worse. That boss kind of sucks. Oh hey, it's good.
So anyway, there's actually some interesting news regarding one of the more detestable individuals in Funimation's lineup. So...
Funimation, Sony, Crunchyroll, the massive Aniplex gangbang thing that the anime industry has become.
Okay, so essentially Jamie Markey, somebody had brought up Jamie Markey's whole bit on, the infamous pesky patriarchal societal demand, and
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turns out she doesn't actually know Japanese and was just making shit up. Who could have guessed?
Yeah, so essentially she kind of outed herself as an idiot and has been getting rightfully lambasted for it. A user by the name of Lunar Activist ended up trying to have like a sane conversation with her about alternate suggestions on translations for Luca's line there, but Markey kept on saying that that's stilted.
Stilted is fine. It's a different language. It's gonna sound weird.
Yeah. Oh.
Also, isn't it?
And she acts like she just knows how people.
Also, is it true that there's still a lot of words the Japanese people still can't get a translation of?
Well, you can translate them. It's just that some of the translations are a little rough, some things are
constantly changing.
Yeah.
Ah, shield.
So, and I was genuinely surprised that a friend of yours, now that I know this, was able to have a sane conversation with a crazy woman like Markey.
Yeah, no, I was surprised Lunar was doing that, because I thought Marchie block-botted all of the people who followed me. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to the no, I can't afford to just hold on to this shotgun, even though the shotgun's awesome. Yes. There was another weapon around here, guys. No, this is just a bunch of... Oh. I hate the plasma pistol, but it's better than nothing.
You know
And
the
it's
plasma pistol wasn't supposed to be used by itself, right?
The what? Oh, there we go.
You know,
Needler! No, not Needler. Here, what?
the plasma pistol in combination with some other gun because it's not supposed to be used by itself to begin with.
Well, I mean, hang on.
Like,
I'm gonna...
what most people do is
Yeah, no.
better, they can melee attack and then or even better, some people just use the charge shot and then immediately switch to their other weapon and start healing.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. I typically tend to use it as like a backup to my main weapon, whatever the main weapon is.
I just use weapons until they run out of ammo.
Looking at lab and jam over here.
Fucking boomers. More fucking boomers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You told me this would be the year people stop saying boomer.
You're expecting a lot?
I know. But hey, man, can I at least dream?
Dreams, yes. Delusions, no. Hi, Mason.
No, you're not allowed to dream. Get out of here.
Okay,
These guys are
so...
just killing my dreams, that's all. The Americans are killing the Canadians.
And essentially,
What else is new?
aside from Lunar Activist, is saying what they need to say towards Marky. She also doubled, tripled, and quadrupled down on her bullshit.
Oh yeah. No, Marchie got into a helping heaping of horse shit that she kept fucking talking. She wouldn't log off. You know the Tyler the Creator meme?
Yeah.
She was doing that except the opposite. How dumb can you get? Shotgun!
She's one of the people.
What's your question?
I got a shotgun.
And she's one of the
Son of
people.
shotgun, hand on the pump.
And no wonder AI is gonna end up replacing people like her.
Yeah, that was a whole that was one of the topics of conversation there. Or it's like we had Jamie Marchi is a localization writer for Funimation and Crunchyroll now, and hang on, I gotta save something. So she's a localization writer, ADR writer, not a translator. So she takes translated scripts and butchers them for the English audience. Well, no, people aren't okay with it. That's the thing. It's just that Marchi, he has been kind of coasting under the radar for a little while, and now she's Yeah, I'm aware of this, but that was, for one, that was years ago, and for two, that was either Kick Vic weirdos or social justice warriors. Here's the thing, this is going outside of... Yeah, because this is outside of the typical, spheres. Like, this is getting into... Like, this is getting outside of our, spheres of, like, you know, this is going to mainstream weebdom. And I know that sounds kind of contradictory, but that's where it's going. You know, like, this is leaking out, it's breaching containment, and now we're just... Ah, sorry. Yeah, I just had to pop my fingers. Now, she's reaping the rewards of what she'd sown, you know?
Mhm. All because somebody brought up a golden oldie of her response to criticism being like, oh, I have a vagina, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, congrats. You have something that every woman has.
That's transphobic, Gizmo.
Basically, Marky's response to criticism was that he's like, oh, if you don't like it, well, too bad. I have a vagina.
Yeah, she was basically attempting and failing to turn it into a feminist issue when, hang on. Health pack. I don't need a health pack. It's good to know.
Yeah, and this was at a convention, and somebody was asking a legitimate question.
Yeah.
They were asking her about the dragon mate, in translation. Right.
There. The year just started.
Yeah, and this was how she chose to end 2023, keep in mind.
Yeah. There's also... Like, that's... That follows this really weird trend of last year where we have, like, somewhat niche celebrities getting into a fucking shit fit on Twitter during holidays when you shouldn't really be doing that kind of thing, you know?
I don't see Vic doing any of this.
No.
It's almost like he's smart.
Yeah, Chris Jericho also got into some stupid shit on Twitter over I'd say Dolph Ziggler looks a little bit more like Vic than Jericho does, especially now since Jericho's melted.
What, does he look like an ice cream cone?
Yeah. I'd say. Well, yeah. Like.
Prevents him from looking like Vic Miano.
But at the same time, like yeah. But yeah, like Jericho, yeah, Jericho, who will be known to wrestling fans as the wrestler Chris Jericho, and will be known to heavy metal fans as Moon Goose McQueen from Fozzy. He got into a really stupid Twitter fight with somebody over non-disclosure agreements regarding the weird the brawl out situation, I think it was. Correct me if I'm mistaken, Gizmo. Like apparently there was some
Jericho or
Jericho, not Ziggler. Yeah, Ziggler is not involved in this situation, and Ziggler is currently not employed at the moment. I think he's between federations. He was let go, quote unquote, but at this point in time, I think Triple H should if Triple H is smart, he's gonna look at bringing Ziggler back and giving him some kind of main event status, because Ziggler is one of the all-time greats, and he needs to be kept a hold of. Like, I would love to see him finally get like a mainstream like title run, and even if it only lasts for a couple of months, you know. But that aside, like, yeah, so there was this whole thing about non-disclosure agreements regarding the brawl-out situation, and then CM Punk's lawyer got involved and said that, oh, people have, you know, you've signed an NDA, it's in your employee handbook or whatever the fuck it was. And he was saying, oh, I never signed any NDAs, and then it devolved from there, and in the last pay-per-view of AEW for the year, or right before that, had somebody accused Chris Jericho of luring a woman to his hotel room under false pretenses and coming on to her in what was intended to be a non-sexual situation, and then getting angry, you know, when she wouldn't put out. So who knows? But there was this whole song and dance from Tony Khan about how us over in AEW, you know, we're sensitive to accusations of sexual misconduct and whatnot. When making a big song and dance out of it when Vince McMahon was accused, and then well, yeah, but again, and like when it happened again recently, and then later on, like when there was when Ric Flair was accused, and when Chris Jericho were accused, that he fell suspiciously silent. So it seems like it might have been just a bunch of political grandstanding on his part, basically using any opportunity he can to try and beat Vince McMahon over the head for the sake of some kind of media boost.
Of course.
Not that Vince McMahon is a particularly good person, and he's not. He's a fucking scumbag, and he's screwed over quite a few people in his long career as the head of the World Wrestling Federation and WWE, but, you know. Well, no, that wasn't a real thing. That was like a storyline thing. It's still fueled by, like, whatever crazy drugs Vince McMahon takes. Speaking of crazy drugs, though, when I was talking about how Chris Jericho kind of melted, his body does kind of look like melted ice cream now. And I'm, you know, I'd never say this to anybody else. Jericho, buddy, you need to start taking some steroids. Dude, they actually prescribe testosterone to guys who are his age now. Well, that is technically steroids. It's a performance enhancing substance, you know. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's not anabolic steroids or anything like that. It's just like it's a. Like, I'm not being literal, I'm just saying, and like, dude, find a way to keep your fucking pecs from dribbling down on your chest, you know? Oh, like, Like Jericho looked fine like 5 years ago, but
You want to know something bad, Alex? You want to know something really bad,
Yeah.
Alex? Suddenly, I'm now imagining Chris Jericho, just doing that bit from the dodgeball post-credits scene.
Oh God.
Yes.
He's not
Yeah,
that
hey.
big. He is not that big. He's not that fat.
No,
He
I'm
doesn't
just.
look
Hey.
that-
No,
Hey, at
it's
least-
just a joke. Come on.
yeah.
Suddenly, he's like, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like,
Not that
it's better than yours. Damn right. It's better than yours. I can teach you, but I'll have to charge. Thank you, New Mason.
That was perfect. We all know the thing.
Okay.
Now that for real, he's really not that bad. I think besides, I don't think he should be on steroids considering his first attempt. Him,
Well,
Hogan, Rock, what was it? Edge and Christian. Yeah, a lot of the guys are on steroids from the Rock and Roll era up to the fucking Ruthless Aggression era, I believe. I don't think they stopped.
rock and roll, attitude, ruthless aggression, yeah.
Yeah, I was up to Ruthless Aggression. They started.
Well, technically, I guess it was rock and wrestling, but I don't.
Well, Rock and Wrestling was when they started using steroids, you know.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I remember. Do you remember that conversation that when like the federal prosecutor said brought Vince McMahon up in front of the fucking in court and said that the allowing guys to take steroids is creating an environment of unfair competition, and Vince McMahon had to very gently explain that professional wrestling is not real.
people still, even after the announcement saying that it wasn't real.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, they also changed it over when they said it was like not just it was creating unsafe work expectations and things like that, and that's perfectly that was a perfectly fair thing, because Vince McMahon definitely favored guys with huge physiques over smaller guys, and so there was a pressure to start
Who the hell
taking
twisted
the
the walk?
juice.
Okay. So, we were told by a Koopa that General White is not present in
Oh
Petalburg.
god, you're still
So-
here.
Yes, I am still here. I have not left the room. I cannot physically leave this room until I am done playing the game. The game! The greatest game of the gen.
It's all about the game and how you play it. All about control, and if you can
By the way, Alex, do you have any plans on Wednesday aside from doing some writing?
Gonna try and get some Stanley Parable finished up. Other than that, that should only take about an hour or so. We should probably have a decent amount of time
What
for
time,
that.
what time are you guys starting that?
I think we're starting at around 5:30, and then we should be done by like 6:30, 7 o'clock, depending on how long that takes us.
Oh, great. Now we gotta go all the way... Oh,
Stanley Parable.
now we gotta go all the way up to the fucking Glitz Pit. Oh, before we go.
Please let there be another health pack around here. The only thing that's standing between me and death is my fucking shield.
Gizmo, what's the other news?
What is that? Oh no.
No.
Actually, I literally can't, because the Master Chief Collection has control of my mouse cursor right now.
And where?
Well, I couldn't get.
Now in the
I
live
tried to
stream
get it-
commentary text chat.
Kristen Law? Who the hell is Kristen Law?
You're a smartass. You know that?
I don't get it.
Okay, so there was a wrestler in WWE when it was called WWF. He was called Chris Benoit. He was known as one of the best wrestlers out there.
Yeah, the crossface, the Canadian Crippler, I think it was one of his names.
Yeah, he was also very infamously known for the diving headbutt, which is
Yes.
exactly how it sounds. Which is exactly how it sounds. Unfortunately, because of so many, because of the times he was wrestling, when chair shots to the head was still a thing, and the fact that he was still using that move I've said before, the flying headbutt, it took a toll on his brain.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because of his injuries to the brain, he went a little schizo. So what happened? Literally right after the unfortunate death of Eddie Guerrero, which died of
No, that was a heart attack.
heart attack. Heart attack in his hotel. Unfortunately, that was his breaking point because the two of them were best friends, along with Batista.
Yeah. So if you can, so just for a quick reference here. So you had.
That was his breaking point. So,
Yeah, so you had Eddie Guerrero, who died from he'd been off of steroids and painkillers for like a decade at that point, but it had already taken a toll on his heart and the rest of his body as well. Oh, and that was what led to his heart attack. Like that was somewhat common, unfortunately, with wrestlers of that era and the previous era, where a lot of them wound up having pretty severe health issues. Even Brian Pillman, Mr. Perfect, Macho Man Randy Savage,
Demolition.
Ultimate Warrior, yeah.
So, unfortunately, because Eddie Guerrero was a wrestler who died early on before the at that point. Like I said, that was Chris Benoit's breaking point, and soon right after that, he shot himself in the head. That doesn't stop there though, because when the coroner went over there to check up on him and look in his house, they not only found himself shot in the head, but it was also his wife and his child. And they put together that it was a murder-suicide. Basically,
Yeah.
Lord.
basically meaning
Yeah.
because of so many
God.
injuries, he made him crazy to the point where right after Eddie
Yeah,
Guerrero's death, he
it was
shot his
essentially
wife and his
a
kid,
fugue
and
state, yeah.
That unfortunately ends up reminding me
That
of what happened to
goes
Ducky's
back
voice
far.
actress from Land Before Time, the first one.
Yeah.
This was worse though, because you could say that he was crazy from the beginning. This guy, unfortunately,
Yeah, no. Oh, because Jericho actually went over this on one of the episodes of his podcast where he said that it was like right up to the day that it happened, he would have let that Benoit watch his kids, because Chris Benoit was like one of the nicest, safest guys in the entire industry, and everybody said that it didn't make any sense. And then the brain report came out, and it's like, yeah, okay, things are starting to come together a little bit more clearly here, because and what the coroner said is like, well, what probably happened is because of all the brain damage, he probably entered a sort of a fugue state and like didn't precisely know what was happening. You know, like he wasn't himself when the killing happened, and then he slowly sort of came to over the next couple of days, and that was when he killed himself.
Yeah, basically he was along for the ride.
Because he realized what had happened, and then
Off himself.
Benoit, yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah, it's
But here's
It's
what I
crazy,
found
man.
with that, though. That took a whole, with not only professional wrestling, but it didn't take a toll in just WWF in general, but also professional wrestling.
yeah, like that's basically what created the PG era of wrestling.
Well, I wouldn't say it was just that. There was a mixture of things. That just happened to be like the straw that broke the camel's back. But after they find out what Chris Benoit had done, I was gonna say Chris Vince McMahon went up on live television saying because of what they found out, they were no longer mentioning Chris Benoit by name, and they kept their word with the occasional slip up. You know,
Yeah.
Especially with its media, like, you know, video games, WrestleMania DVDs, merch, that kind of thing. So, like, let's say there was a match between him and such and such. It might have been incredible, but they won't mention it. Or let's say he was in a tag match with 3 other teams.
Yeah, basically for years there was no chance of that match ever getting uploaded by itself to any official WWE source, which is unfortunate because they have literally the highest resolution original masters of all of this stuff. Everybody else has like VHS tape rips or digital rips or something like that, or like DVD recorders or something like that.
And there's no way they're gonna re-release this stuff too. Like, for example, I have it in guess who was on that DVD?
Benoit.
Yep, Chris Benoit. There's no way they're ever gonna release that footage in any way. And because of that, not only did they stop chair shots to the head, but they practically slowly started put guys through tables without any limits, blooding, or, you know, bleeding, cutting.
Blading, yeah.
Yeah, blading, there was no blading, not anymore, unless it was on the rare occasion they fought it themselves.
Or if they did it the hard way.
Yeah, I think the last...
Yeah. There was also... yeah, so... Oh yeah, Vince McMahon also had to come back to life because his limousine exploded the previous week.
Yeah, there was supposed to be something, there was some storyline where Vince McMahon died, but because of the sudden death of Chris Benoit...
Evan, are you there yet?
We have to scrap it all.
I am almost done with this quest.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Sonic, I hope you really liked this quest.
Okay.
Guess what? Guess what? For one of the troubles. You want to know what you get to do for one of the troubles in this game? You want to know? You want to know?
Absolutely nothing.
You have to do all that I just did all over again.
Fucking amazing.
I
God.
know.
But yeah.
Game before.
Anyway,
This is
continue,
why every
Gizmo.
RPG needs a fast travel.
Oh, okay, I remember. So basically, because of the Chris Benoit incident, they also had to scrap whatever story with Vince McMahon dying in the story. So we'll never know what was going to happen
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, they let people bleed the hard way. They like fucking crazy. Yeah, but they started like going to black and white for a few years. That was really irritating. Yeah.
I hated the black and white censors. It's like, dude, just show it or don't.
Look at this goddamn anime.
Like, what's the point of this? We stepped to the Attitude Era. We're not babies.
Well, it's not like you can't show blood on a PG anyways.
You can. It's just these guys are acting like they're also cutting guys' stomachs open. It's literally just blood.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, like Brock fucking Lesnar gets away with a lot of shit in WWE. That's part of the reason why for the longest time I just haven't liked the guy. Is because he gets away with shit that everybody else gets punished for. Or like Jack Swagger gets busted for weed. Or Jack Swagger and Rob Van Dam both got busted for weed. And they got canned. And meanwhile, Brock gets done for steroids and he's still got a career.
Would you really tell that guy to his face you're fired, though? Exactly.
That's balls.
You know, I wouldn't do it to his face. I'd do it on his wedding day. Via mail, you know?
Oof.
I'd do it on his wedding day via mail.
Could have been worse. You could have been involved in a one-leg match.
With, who was that one-legged wrestler they had on staff for a while?
I keep forgetting, but I do remember that it was a big deal, especially since he gave it his all, and he kept on winning against Brock Lesnar.
Well, he was also really fucking good. Like, it was a really... People said it's like, oh, that's a weird fucking gimmick. It's like, this guy can actually fucking bump.
He was really good. He was really, really good. But I think the reason why they got rid of him was because of the suspension of disbelief. Like, how many times are we really gonna sit there and believe that a guy with one leg and a build like that is able to beat someone like Brock Lesnar?
I don't know. Oh, there's this whole thing in John Wick 3 about how like blind Donnie Yen and beats all these hardcore assassin dudes, and he's like, yeah, I believe that.
That's a common trope, though. Like, of course.
Yeah, I mean, the blind person is usually a bad guy.
Of course, we're gonna believe a blind assassin's gonna beat up and kill 10 other ones. And it's not only is a common sense.
Don't you mean John Wick 4,
Okay.
Alex?
Oh, John Wick 4, yeah.
The Blind Assassin doesn't debut until that film.
Yeah, I forgot.
Didn't you, Gizmo? Well, anyway. By the way, Alex, you want to know? You want to know why we had to travel all around on Rogue Fort just to find General White? It's because he was told by some fortune teller to come find me.
Huh.
And I'm like, motherfucker! All you had to do was just stay there, we'd find you, and then you'd follow us.
Yeah, that's something I hate. Like, people do shit like that in real life. It's like, all you had to do was nothing. And it would have been easier.
And this is why phones.
Hold your position. Can do. Gotta make sure I'm loaded up. No particular reason.
Okay.
What?
And how they fire this cannon, they're gonna throw in a whole bunch of bombs to make it explode.
Don't worry.
Cool.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
the
the whole
bombs
thing with
didn't die.
polarity is evil.
Which is also some second person ever to get a social security. You don't remember that? Yeah, you remember that joke? He was putting down information before his hospital visit. Oh, what's my social security? My social security 00000002.
I have an oddball question.
You have to leave it.
Oh yeah.
How are we breathing in space?
It's Mario Galaxy.
How is Bobbery able to explode when there is no fire, no
I don't
oxygen?
know. I mean, this is. I
There
just
is
think
no.
this is the
If
foreshadowing.
there is
of
no
Mario Galaxy.
oxygen in space, then flame should not be able to be linked.
I mean,
I don't know.
that's just
It's
how
shadow of Mario
that's
Galaxy,
like the
that's
same
all
way with
I
Star
know.
Wars too. They have like explosions and detonations in space.
Or fiction.
Look, I get it, it's fiction, but I'm still allowed to question this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I constantly ask why the hell you paired with cancer of one.
Oh,
Conquest to take over the world by using the literal power of his soul. There's only so much
Man.
before I get to sound like a jackass.
What is that a reference to?
Happy-
Is that Street Fighter?
Yes.
Yeah, I could. As for some reason, I'm like.
I mean, technically
sounds
that
like-
could have been all. That could have also been
Well, think about it.
Super
Okay,
Smash
why is
Bros.
the fireball- Why is the fireball like that? Oh, well, it's the power of the pure energy. Really? How do you know?
Well, anyways, happy Mickey Mouse Public Domain Day, everybody.
Well, guess what? We'll be watching at some point.
Steamboat Willie, completely uncensored.
Yep.
Oh boy.
There's also another
Wait for
original Mickey
somebody to
Mouse
take
cartoon
advantage
in
of
the
it.
public domain. Hang on, let me pull this up.
Is that actually in there?
Oh no, that's. It's just like one of those things that they do with public domain properties.
Well, sadly, since Winnie the Pooh has entered public domain, remember, blood and honey is still a thing.
I.
Those are stupid rules.
Time for Mickey to lay some pipe. You know you want it, bitch.
Still remember that sketch where Mickey was where Mickey, after finding out Minnie had certain relations with Goofy, he took Minnie to court for a divorce.
Fucking goofy kid.
It's like, ever since you described that to me, Alex, that has never left my head, even after I saw the video.
I mean, how could it?
So, you wish to divorce Minnie because she was acting silly?
Oh,
And then what?
and
then-
fucking
No, I want Alex to say it.
No, I said she was fucking goofy.
And that had a cock. Yeah, I think Max is too busy to even. They're not gonna laugh anymore.
Another news, Discord sent out warnings for anyone following an offensive creator.
Who? Who'd they send out warnings for?
I don't know how many of you were around or even knew about this news, but there was this fandom around something called
It was some fan community, I remember that.
because it was because it was created by a specific person that Discord decides to not only get everybody to know about said group, but also the people just following the person.
That's stupid.
Yeah, well, they've done that before. Like when they delete a server, they send out a warning to everybody who is in the server and say, it's like, oh, we've had to remove this server. Or please be careful of the communities you join. Come on, man. I don't... Like, what? Yeah, like you know, you gotta...
Like, unless the Discord...
No, like legitimately, come on, man. Man, like, this is a... Hey, you gotta be moderating this shit. Like, I'm in, like, 60 servers, you know? And I don't pay attention to like, most of them, you know?
Also, it doesn't help that a lot of the people on Discord are... I remember back then there was when people found out that half of the Discord employees were
Oh yeah, that was a thing. Yeah, that was a thing that came up.
Yeah, and because of that, they let a lot of like in real life CP just like slide under the radar.
Meanwhile, well, you know, they were taking down shit for that was completely. Is this where I need to be?
Like, look, I can again.
There we go. Oh. Oh, that fucked up.
But it's the fact that these guys are holding down well, you know, stop attacking me like that. But yeah, but dude, you're letting real photos and videos of real kids go through.
This is why most people keep things to themselves.
Yes.
Yeah, good point.
Are you gonna fucking move? Or did I go in a circle? Hang on. Hades, I'm not talking to you. I'm trying to figure out if I've gone in a circle here. Well, basically, he didn't want to make any... I think the thing boiled down to, like, he wanted to do something else with Bayonetta, and Platinum Games had something else in mind, and like, from what I've heard, his idea for Bayonetta 3 kind of sucked. So, well, like, I mean, I like Kamiya, but, like, at some point in time, you gotta lay down the law as the owner of the IP, you know? I don't know. I don't like I don't necessarily like the whole corporate ownership type of everything thing, but like sometimes it's good to have somebody who's like can help shepherd a property without.
Mr. Burns, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave this call. No, you're not. Release the hounds. Are there more things that I can kill? Oh, more dialogue. Goody. And things that I can kill. My son of shotgun, hand on the pump, left hand on a 40, pumping on a blunt.
You seem very enthusiastic over killing things with shotguns.
I
I love
mean,
this
shotguns
shotgun.
are great.
I'm so happy to be playing something other than a generic third-person action-adventure game developed by a Sony subsidiary.
Man, I miss when fighting games had special intros.
Do you remember when third-person action games had personality to them?
I mean, look at that.
Average Farm wants you to remember. Now
And
quoting
we got
Family
old-
Guy memes in a Simpsons voice. Feel like this should be
Guys, like
illegal.
old school.
Ooh. Hang on, did I leave something over here? Oh, assault rifle rounds. Goody.
Artwork for specific regions.
Yeah.
Joy.
Now, for those who don't know, there's
Oh, fuck.
places like 34, DeviantArt, Twitter, Tumblr, what have you. They allow you to post.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, so I also have to bring.
Those of you who don't know, okay, post.
Sorry, yeah. No, sorry. Go ahead. I'm getting killed over here.
For those of you who don't know, DeviantArt, Tumblr, Twitter, Rule34, what have you, E621, you're able to post up almost all kinds of artwork, right? From the very lewd sexual act to the most innocent of I don't know, basic animation, right?
With some exceptions, DeviantArt does not allow penetration or her comp.
Yeah, and that exception is because they are noble. And when I say noble hard, I'm not just talking about.
Almost basically a head type, right?
I'm not just talking about.
Yeah, like-
gore, I'm
What is good that old for other things I can't say.
Well, that's frankly that's like nothing compared to some of the gore shit I've found done by accident on Pixip. And like I've had to put together fucking tag blocks for that.
You're able to find gore and bore stuff all on DeviantArt, Twitter, Rule34, and E621 as well. Pixib, on the other hand, they openly allow literally any kind of art, from AI, CG models, hand shots, literally anything from that. And that means you'll allow Cub, Wally, Shokatron, that kind of thing.
Yeah, there was I have to say, there was a very unfortunate period of time where, there we go, fucking hell. There was a very unfortunate period of time where, before they created the AI-generated tag to allow you to filter things out, where every single tag, every single character was getting spammed by high to low quality art, high to low quality AI generated images. Some of it was really good. Some of it was fucking garbage. And more of it was garbage than wasn't, unfortunately. And for the most part, Pixiv had managed to. Part of the reason why I liked Pixiv back in the day was because they managed to avoid some of the issues the other sites had with. Nope. There we go. I'm still alive. I'm still alive, and now I'm not. Was because they'd managed to avoid. Yeah, they'd managed to avoid the glut of low quality, like SketchUp content where people would just dump like MS Paint drawings and other shit on. Yeah, well, yeah, they keep doing that. And I was like, I'm talking like Chris Chan or just above Chris Chan level.
Yeah. Got it.
And sorry, I needed some water. And like, credit where it's due. I'm not gonna bash it entirely. The AI, most of the AI stuff looked better than that stuff. But then you'd get shit where it's like the hands are wrong, the fucking, the girls got too vag, you know, things like that. Like it's just off-putting, you know. Like the guys who use it as like a sketch pad and then do like the final job in Photoshop or GIMP or something like that. They do a really good job. Props to them, because it's difficult to make art that's not shit no matter what kind of tools you're using. Speaking from both my experience as an artist and a musician here, and you know, you gotta figure shit out. You gotta learn how your tools work. Freaking, if you don't know how your tools work and you're just pumping out shit to try and make a quick buck off of your fan box, you know, that's you know, that's not gonna come out good no matter what. Yeah.
Because, like I was saying before, Pixiv is not just blocking. No, they're not just restricting access. They're also making sandbox.
They're making.
And again, think of it like YouTube back in the day when you could make videos on anything and you would not get in trouble. Right?
Yeah.
You could say all sorts of words. People know that you say them for a reason, not just.
I'm gonna say the N-word.
Yeah, like remember Filthy Frank?
Filthy Frank, motherfucker.
You know, you remember guys.
What was his name? What's his name? The guy who did parody songs. That was very offensive. Yeah, that guy.
The guy who used to do content top. What was his name?
iDubbbz back before he sucked.
It was sort of like that. It was the Wild West. Pixiv is basically Pixiv right now is the Wild West. On there and not get in trouble.
Ow!
Or looked down upon. However, it looks like more and more of the sentimentality because they're not only cracking down on like the more risque fetishes of art, but they're also making sandbox also crack down on to the point where they're outright banning accounts.
Yeah.
Like right now, Japan has no problem. Like no duh.
I mean, Japan never had.
Well, Japan has the general censorship problem, but yeah, other than that it's mostly all right.
It makes sense news-wise, but it's or they just think that's
Yeah.
If I want to look at chopped up
Like, as long as you're not chopping up real feet for it, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I look at all that drawn or animated, it's fine, right? You know, fuck you. I want to see guys make some shit out of a guy's finger. You know, but if what, you know, they're tracking down on this or what? You know, if this is real footage, then yeah, well, that's, you know, if this is real foot that's being forced to cut off, yeah, that's common sense, but these guys are going after it now after they make the most websites.
Well, this kind of started with like fucking Christ-tard politicians going after Pornhub and stuff like that. And like Pornhub is completely blocked in the state of Mississippi unless you have a proxy page, unless you have a proxy server or the Tor browser, or this past year at some point in time, and like you can't sign up for, like, you have to sign up for a fucking Pornhub account and give them like a scan of your photo ID and shit. Or that was what they were at. That was what Mississippi politicians were asking them to. And Pornhub just said, like, we don't have the security functionality to, fuck you, Guilty Spark. So, we don't have the security available to guarantee the safety of people's data in this case. Is, like, we're not gonna try and store your fucking state ID and driver's license and shit.
If I want to put up my mind, let me put up my mind.
Yeah. So
I have it. My mind, I'm free to corrupt it.
and they recently, stuff like sex.com has done that as well. And recently North Carolina started blocking Pornhub as well. I think sex.com is blocked there as well. And there's a few others that are. But you know, it's not that difficult to get around if you know what you're doing. But at the same time, it's one of those things where, for you guys, there is a First Amendment for a reason. Your record keeping is fucking dog shit, and everybody knows that this is not the kind of shit. Like, data breaches happen all the time. There was a there's another fucking Sony data breach last year, you know? With all that other shit. Like, we can't... Hi, Cortana.
Cortana, aka Best AI.
One of the best AIs ever. What, are you saying you know a better AI?
That man then proceeds to have Siri call him Batman.
I find that funny that they want. I find it funny they want Pornhub though, because they're actually Pornhub is like the only porn website out there.
Yeah, I mean, there's
well, like,
videos, videos,
like there's
34.
Okay, but there's
I have other chocolate.
yeah, there's no pretty much here, Milky Way, Crunch Bar, Hershey Bar, Nestle Bar, whatchamacallit, and the molested, so the real candy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh no.
Really?
found this thing on the plan. I don't know if it's yours.
Moving on.
It wasn't the laundry. He doesn't want it on the can.
Yeah, it's a futile effort because anybody who wants to will figure out how to regardless.
I mean, if they have to do a crackdown to literally keep people from
People trying to protect people that don't need protection.
really don't need it for the safety.
Well, their whole idea is that they're trying. It's like, oh, we're trying to prevent minors from accessing this stuff. Minors
Buddy,
will access this stuff no matter what.
Buddy, don't try to control it. You just try to control it.
It's called being a parent. If they have access to it, and if they
Yeah.
ask you about it or you rent it, you might as well give them a talk. Maybe not the talk yet, depending on where they are. But you know, it's the parents
Yeah.
like they're acting like
Amen.
they're acting like they're gonna get them to like 5 minutes. You're just gonna grow big dicks.
No, it's all. It's one of those things that it's associated with the with like the the fucking trans panic shit. What? It's associated with the trans panic shit that's going on like why am I facing backwards? Like because they're saying, oh, this is like a gateway to grooming thing here. That's what they're saying. And
If you're gonna do it to little kids, that's not really a gateway to grooming.
well, yeah. Here's the problem. This is not just affecting the people it's supposed to affect. This is affecting a bunch of people, otherwise law-abiding citizens. And this is one of the things that the Republicans were always talking about, on how we're not going to restrict access to guns because of X, Y, and Z, because that'll disproportionately affect otherwise law-abiding citizens, which is a perfectly valid argument.
I never trusted politics anyway.
Oh yeah, it's like you got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. Have a voice that isn't safe, hates to love and loves to hate. Voice that gives the knowledge, power to your fate. Because politicians all are liars.
That's different from the trans panic and the fucking porno thing. That's different because with porn, you're arguing.
Okay. Okay. Gizmo, what were you going to say?
I was trying to say
I clean way past off, dude. Probably do those dude bro workout videos.
What?
And the type of videos not Tom probably.
Oh yeah, that probably
Come
would.
on, game.
Sorry, can like Gizmo say what he was saying?
I was trying to say that the trans panic and the porno panic are two completely different things. Because with porno panic, you're afraid, with porno panic, it's something to legitimately be worried about because you don't want, if kids are going to look at it early, then you have something to worry about.
The future, yeah.
You don't want to have sexually active nice. They're ethics,
Yeah, you don't want to get kids involved with stuff like that because it can lead to child exploitation and things like that. I understand.
God
There's a valid argument to be made for both of those topics. The problem is that like the trans panic thing is like there was a bunch of stuff where there was a bunch of stuff where there were like
you're playing that.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
stuck. I literally can't do
Oh, you got-
anything.
You got hit with
there was there was this whole fucking covenant.
Just Kevin, you'll just die then.
Yep, and I didn't
So,
save.
yeah.
Oh dear.
Great, so I gotta do all that again.
Fucking AI.
Guess I'll just die.
Oh, my game just froze.
How far south is that, and how far did we go the last time you
The
saved?
difference is that
There we
We gotta do all of that again.
How? Please tell me. Not what I think it is.
We have to start all the way over again.
Me too.
Oh.
God damn it.
Oh.
Die.
No. Oh god, you're that far away.
Yep.
Oh. This is one of the things. I mean, autosave. You spoiled us too much.
Yep.
I forget which region was that
Okay.
Pokemon song.
That was literally the first opening to the advanced generation.
That's Hoenn, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Hoenn was not that bad. People are just and again, people always hate the new generation, and they're like, "Oh, it wasn't that bad," and then. I thought Generation 3 was fine, then again, I started with Fire Red and Leaf Green.
I wish I could fast.
Okay, yeah.
I wish I could fast
Yeah,
forward
that is
all of
true.
this, but I can't.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand where you're coming from. Then again, I'm talking about someone who hasn't grown up with Generation 2.
welcome to the Mehcast. So things go off rails, but also might as well jump off the rails.
And again,
Well, anyways.
yeah, then again, I mean, I don't think we'll ever
the
get
thing-
another Pokemon like Generation 2.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
just an idiot,
So,
why
anyways,
am I
so
ready to go?
the thing that I was trying to say earlier
Oh,
was that
much earlier.
these fuckers are. Anyways, okay, so what I was trying to say earlier was that there's an argument to be made about how trying to all the shit about how the trans kids and whatnot and pushing hormones on minors and things like that. That's bad. Everybody knows that's bad, and
Yeah.
if you don't admit that's bad, there's something wrong with you. You're either pushing an agenda or you're fucking lying. And
Or your EDP.
yeah, but that aside, the thing that I was saying about that is that that stops being something that I'm generally in favor of. Oh, thank fucking God. Okay. That stops being something that people are in favor of standing against when and it starts affecting stuff outside of the scope. Should I take the... No, I hate the fucking sniper rifle. Anyways, so, and that's the same thing with this here. Like, people seriously underestimate the value of pornography from any perspective, really, because like people make a lot of decisions based on porn. Like, porn made VHS. Well, Star Wars made VHS, but porn helped. And porn was supported by Blu-ray. Blu-ray, they wound up winning format wars for, you know, for that sake. And come on, where are you? Where are you? Where? And so, you know, people will go to, like, when people say life finds a way, hey, porn is one of the things they're talking about, and not, you know, not just porn, sex in general. And all these fucking, like, tradcon and neocons can go fuck themselves, because the best way, like, the youth, generally speaking, are always going to be in favor of a number of things. Because they've got a lot of hormones, they're going to be in favor of getting a bone on. And they're going to be in favor of things related to that. And when you start getting in the way of them getting a bone on, well, you start making enemies. It's almost like they didn't learn anything from the 1960s.
I'm sorry, I'm being a bit quiet right now. I'm very understandably miffed.
Oh yeah, no, I got you. How do I get back up there? Go up that way and come back down. I have to go around. I can't remember how I got through here. It's been too long since I played through it.
Yeah. So anyway, essentially the point is that
politicians need to stop being stupid.
Yes, and porn
because I think this is going to lose
porn has
its
benefits, and porn has its benefits despite the fact that despite how somewhat questionable some of the imagery can be. Anyway, rest in peace, Tom Wilkinson.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that. Well, the thing that keeps being brought up. Yeah. The thing that keeps being, yeah.
Not so out of place, I guess, but that has to do with feelings, and that also
yeah. Well, the thing, yeah, the thing that it comes down to is some people hold it as more of a part of their identity than they probably ought to, and like it is things that make up who we are part of us,
right.
And you know, some of those things will never go away. But the question that was posed, that I think was one of the things that has continually gotten like Blair White in trouble, well, for instance, is when the question of like, if you could, like, if there was a pill that like made it so that you didn't get gender dysphoria, would you take it, or would you want that to exist? And like people say, hey, no, bullshit, because like why do you want people to suffer is generally the question that is posed at that point, because like it's a like undisputably it's a mental disorder, or there's a thing wrong, and you know there's an avenue. There are avenues to fix that, whatever you know, whatever you say that avenue might be, you know. Like that's neither here nor there. But if there was a pill that somebody could take that would prevent suffering, like would you want that to exist? And some people say no, and it's vaguely baffling to me, because it seems like all they want to all that is desired out of it is like for people to be that way, rather than and for like do you want people to be happy, or do you want people to be, you know, to be a certain way? And it's like this is the thing that always, you know, that gets like conservative Christians, for instance, and it's like do you want people to be happy, or do you want people to be Christian? And it's like, well, I want people to be Christian and happy. No, that's not the choice. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about like if you had a choice for like everybody to be happy forever, or everybody or for their, you know, and cure all illnesses, is like, would we cure them all? It's just it just shows agendas at work, because people, you know, people are more concerned with getting points for whatever their side is than they are concerned about actually making a positive change in the world, which is shitty, and you should feel shitty if you're doing that. Oh, that was like perfect. So, a poster is released for a movie called Mickey's Mousetrap. Apparently, this movie has been in development, and they've timed it out so that they can capitalize on it. It basically has nothing to do with Mickey Mouse. It's like an amusement park slasher movie with Mickey Mouse as the killer, or a guy in a Mickey mask, I think. It's basically Blood and Honey. Except Blood and Honey, it was like slightly different, because they had that whole thing thinking about like Christopher Robin and whatnot, so there was a tangential connection. Yeah, this
based
looks
on a college humor sketch.
It's not based on, it's stolen from.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that was not, like, the college humor sketch was not cited source material, if I'm not mistaken. And hang on.
I'm sorry, it's Flop House.
Let's see here. Sequel and shared universe are in development. Bambi the Reckoning and Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare are also coming to this.
Did I guess right?
They better fucking have him be played by The Rock. That's all I gotta say.
So, wait, what is Bambi being played by The Rock based on?
Oh, that's based on...
Oh, okay.
Where The Rock played Bambi and he went and killed the hunter.
He has like makeup on the tip of his nose, so just like a ears nose. He's got like little ears on his head too.
Oh my god.
It's hilarious.
I think I saw that once. Now, I don't do run. I don't do specific run. It's not after the Nuzlocke run. Yes. I still
Yeah, I'd definitely go for 100% Majora's Mask just for the sake of it.
Oh
But,
yeah,
like,
if it's 100% run, I'm doing Majora's Mask because I don't do that game without going 100%. If that's what you mean, then yes, I'm doing that.
Well, trying to get it all done in three-day cycles is the good Samaritan run.
No, I won't be able to do that.
No, that's incredibly difficult, and
Literally
I
impossible.
sometimes take multiple 3-day cycles just to get a single dungeon done when I play that game, just because I want to give myself extra time, you know?
Well, here's the thing. For Snowhead Temple, you want to get that done day 1. So that way you can get the Gilded Sword.
Yes.
Or hell. Oh, if you're
Well,
not
I
aiming...
reset. What I do is I reset and I re-beat the boss, and then on the first day, and then I go, get it. Good. That's what they deserve for selling that scam to people.
Basically, they're reducing the deadline when you can keep buying the controller. Here's my thing. Why were people excited about Google Stadia to begin with? Why are people still falling for this?
Because they're stupid. They forgot X-Play was a piece of shit.
They forgot that
Gaming streaming services never work. They're never as good as having the thing next to you. Like a PS2 is a more reliable gaming machine than a fucking Stadia is.
even if they do intend, even if they do, eventually get it right, there's always some sort of caveat with it. Like,
Well, there's the issue of not actually owning your games.
there's
like,
also these
at-
products being constantly online. There's also the issue of you legitimately not even owning a digital game to your name. Never mind just owning it. There's also the issue of not getting a refund if the service shuts down.
Yeah, Google has been incredibly good about this. They refunded people for the hardware and gave people the, like, Steam keys, I think.
For all the games, that's smart.
Yes. Yes, for literally all of it. Like, like that was legitimately, that was the smartest thing I'd ever seen them do, because that's, you can't get better than that. Because it's like, people have been, like, the fucking Ouya is a fucking brick, basically.
The thing is, they're not using it for its
Well, there's...
purpose. Not anymore. A cheap option for games. And so indie devs can also make games on it. Okay, cool. So then why are all the games bullshit?
Well, it was supposed to be like, oh, you can, you know, play Android games on your TV and stuff. But in practice, that's not that great an idea.
They're already
Well, no, that was like the fucking Ouya thing. Not. Well, that was stuff that they ported. That wasn't like having an Android box hooked up to your TV.
It's just that
Oh,
one
yeah.
is digital and one is physical. There's already look at how many times they've ported Angry Birds to physical media. There's a lot.
no, 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 no. John. There we go.
Not to mention my Space Invader's back.
The biggest thing, that was the greatest thing they could ever talk about when it came to this game.
Mango Nation.
Guilty Gear, Dragon Ball Fighters, Smash Brothers, and so on and so forth. They put up a tweet where, for fighting game players, of course we play. Again, we're fighting game players. Of course we ruined fighting games. Love to whine about fan service games. Can't see it for having one on a blind. Uber face. Spend thousands of dollars in an arcade for hours on hours. Here's the third one. Complain about matchups you don't want to learn. Covering up or committing pedophilia, and those are the guys setting up the things.
And the Smash Bros. Community was pretty much ground zero for that, yeah.
We're fighting game players. Of course we complain when the game is fun and has fan service like they have for 20 years. Dave!
Dead or Alive. They fucked up Dead or Alive. I'll never forgive the FGC for that.
Send private Discord messages for under a quote stance on threat. Hate the core aspects and identities of the games we play. Our predators think we understand game balance more than the experienced game developers.
The FGC includes Darkside Phil, fun fact.
Why is he even still in the... Okay. We're fighting game players. Of course we... Yeah, he released like an epic rant about him. No, not I.
I mean, you could make that argument, but I...
That didn't age as well as people think it did. We're fighting game players. Of course we don't shower, complain about nerves to our character, complain, play fighting games. I'd say touch kids, but the joke is so old, I'm probably not interested in it anymore. Wine.
I was gonna say,
me a second,
yeah,
I'll be
I
right
was
back.
like, yeah, I think we could probably end this now. Oh, but then, and that one, and hit, and that one's fucking great. But yeah, like,
We're fighting game
the-
players. Of course we smell, stink,
You
hate the game
don't-
we play. Don't bathe. Sensory
yeah,
stuff.
okay, so, the internet needs to learn, don't give the, some people need to learn to not give the internet an open, thing like that. I like how you don't give the internet, a picture of you holding a piece of paper or a picture of you with with a green background or anything like that, you know? You don't do certain things. People who were part of internet communities should understand this. I fucking hate the Banshee controls. In other news, water wet.
And other news, Ghostwire Tokyo English subs quietly remove all property as step line.
What?
Game called Ghostwire.
Yeah,
Tokyo,
Ghostwire Tokyo.
And apparently there were some improperly translated lines.
Oh yeah, where they said all property is theft. No, I was just wondering why I died for no reason there.
Apparently the line was supposed to be, no, who's to say?
About whether something was stealing, taking something from somewhere was stealing. I think that was the...
That what was replaced with that was all property is theft. So Konami
Which-
put that in there.
Yeah, that is just fundamentally untrue from a physiological perspective. Oh wow, you suck, dude. I just saw 2 enemies jump off a cliff to try and get away from me. Oh no, it's not what it's doing to me, it's what it's doing to them.
The
What it's
game,
doing to itself.
the game on my end ended up deciding it wanted to fuck with me. Have fun.
I sometimes just go for a single stray fairy run on a dungeon where I was like, okay, here's me like clearing out the dungeon. Here's me going for a
Starfield player-based fun.
Now, I would say it's a single-player game. It's, it's gonna do stuff like that, but this is a wide-branching Bethesda RPG that people tend to keep playing and keep modding and things like that. Starfield ain't that great. It's almost... Your weapon.
Give me your guns, your clothes, and your motorcycle.
Give me clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Anyway, we were briefly talking about Tom Wilkinson's passing.
Yes, rest in peace, Tom Wilkinson. Actor these days probably best known for his appearance in Batman Begins, but he's been in a bunch of other stuff. I can pull up his filmography right here. He was 75. Yes, he was not only in Batman Begins, he was also in The Patriot with Mel Gibson and future Batman and
Ben Affleck.
future Batman Joker Heath Ledger. see here. Filmography.
Some people were wondering what Batman role he was known for. Falcone.
Yes, he was Carmine Falcone, the original depiction of Carmine Falcone on film, as opposed to the more recent version in The Batman, which was also quite good, but,
I think
you know.
this is the more memorable one, though.
Yeah, it was like everybody remembers Falcone as he was in this movie,
People
in
fear
Batman Begins.
what you don't understand. It's almost like Batman Begins was a better movie.
Yes. Although I would say, hey, that perhaps might be somewhat prudent if they can pump out a few more sequels faster than Nolan did, because I'd appreciate a few sequels that didn't take as long to
Speaking
come
of
out
which-
as The Dark Knight did.
Speaking of which, the James Gunn simps are talking about.
Oh yeah,
how,
James
oh,
Gunn's
those-
announced his his little thing that he's doing with all of his people.
all the people that couldn't really make good movies these days.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me actually pull up his writer's room here.
They're consisted of a bunch of people who keep making L after L. Meanwhile, people like Megafan here, or will cite Rotten Tomatoes till the cows come home.
Yeah, let me pull up this.
I'm saying like, oh, because Rebel Moon has a 23% in a critical review from Rotten Tomatoes, that makes it bad.
#1 movie in the world.
All shit like Suicide Squad, Hot Peacemaker,
Making better traction
and
and doing
Guardians of
and
the
making
Galaxy
better
Holiday
money
Special.
than making better money than fucking Aquaman 2. Because Aquaman 2 had a $200 million budget. Rebel Moon was $80 million.
Yep.
Yes, I believe. Well, yeah, it probably wouldn't be that difficult. Hang on, let me
I do apologize
scroll on down here.
for the fact that we're seeing this cutscene again, and I can't skip it.
This picture was all over the fucking... It's all over the fucking stage here. Okay, so, James Gunn, on Instagram, I believe, released a photo of the DCU's architects, including Jeremy Slater, Christina Hodson, Crystal Henry, Tom King, Peter Safran,
Christina Hodson.
Goddard.
Christina Hodson ended up writing Birds of Prey, among other things. That movie sucked.
Tom fucking King. That alone disqualifies this writer's room from being anything remotely good.
And yet people will still say Zack Snyder or by himself. They're still better than Zack Snyder by himself, even though Zack Snyder by himself could make a lot of things that are better than most of these people. Products.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and like Zack Snyder has written better films in his sleep than Tom King has written comics in his entire life. And I know that's not saying much.
And it's just like...
Oh yeah.
What? Oh, damn it.
I remember him doing that, but I just don't remember what that stream was about. Oh, yeah, I remember.
Anyways, I'm gonna be right back. I've gotta go to the restroom.
All right. So oh, and one of those people in that little writers' room, Alex, was one of the creators of the Flash TV, or not Flash, Daredevil, the Netflix
Daredevil
series.
show or Daredevil movie?
The Daredevil show.
Okay. Which season?
Don't say.
Okay, because I was gonna say if it's season 1, I'm down. If it's season like 2, okay, season 3. Season 2 is where the fucking bullshit
I
writing
feel
came
like-
along.
You know, as weird as this supposed conspiracy theory of mine is, I get the distinct impression that James Gunn is only doing this just so that people will only go to Marvel movies.
It really feels like he's doing something because, like, Guardians 3 has this overwhelming sense of willful stupidity about it. Like he was burning the fucking gate on the way out, just for the sake of making sure nobody else could play with his toys but him. After Gunn got all butthurt about the Infinity War and Endgame stuff, you know.
Warner Brothers really wanted to pin all of their stupidity on Zack Snyder.
Well, they
And then
keep coming out with one of the things that Warner Brothers does every single time something bad happens is that they blame somebody for it,
isn't them.
and that person acts as a scapegoat. At one point it was Tim Burton, and at another point it was at one point it was Tim Burton. At another point it was Joel Schumacher, and Joel Schumacher holds
Joel
a certain level
Schumacher-
of responsibility.
Well,
Yeah, but
Schumacher took responsibility because he didn't even want to make Batman and Robin, and nor did
Yeah.
he want to make Batman Forever. He outright said, like, yeah, no, I don't want to do these movies.
Yeah, he didn't.
He wanted
he
to
didn't
do
wanna
Batman Year One.
Yeah, more specifically, he didn't want to do Batman and Forever the way Batman Forever happened.
I don't even think he
There
was
is a-
responsible for
there
the
is a-
bat nipples in the first place.
No, there was a thing about the film where he had it. There was essentially like they didn't change stuff with reshoots as much as they changed a bunch of stuff in the editing process, because the performances are all still the same and everything. So Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones can still be fucking around like they were. But
And-
Batman's story in that film was completely butchered. And so it winds up coming out across like it's this lame-ass version, lame-ass retelling of the origin story from the first movie. And there exists a finished cut of the film where that's several, it's at least like 30-40 minutes longer, I think, and has a bunch of stuff rearranged, like they don't... Oh, god damn it, that was my fault. It has a bunch of stuff rearranged. The movie doesn't start with action sequences, and it doesn't end with, and it doesn't have, like, as much commercial shit going on, where it's like presenting this thing here to the audience. It's like there's like stuff going on, but it's better presented, essentially, is what I've seen from people who've seen it. And Warner Brothers is once more doing their absolute damnedest to avoid getting involved with something that might make them money.
Why?
Well, because even though the movie is essentially finished, they're, I don't know, I guess they don't want to be reminded of one of their greatest failures. But Joel Schumacher was their original scapegoat back in the day. The person who did Green Lantern was one of their scapegoats at one point. Zack Snyder has been it, and the fucking... even though they basically kneecapped the CW and let bullshit from the network run wild and let people fucking ruin in that entire network. They took the Arrowverse and turned it into something embarrassing.
Yeah.
Frankly. There's all kinds of things wrong. There's all kinds of things that could have been fixed. All kinds of things could have been done better. And unfortunately, Warner Brothers... I have a feeling James Gunn is going to wind up on the chopping block at some point. And I think that's going to be entirely... He's going to pretend to bitch and moan, but I think that's going to be entirely of his own design. And because I think he's going to do what he did with DC and Marvel previously and just go straight back to whoever is paying for his meal ticket, you know?
Right.
People haven't realized yet that James Gunn is a terrible fucking writer, and most of his movies either coast off the back of actors or another director, or in some cases is like somebody else's like a co-writer or the characters or something like that. And like Guardians of the Galaxy is a fine movie, but it's like it's one of those films that's largely carried by the performances, I'd say, more so than it's carried by the strength of the writing. Like some of the best moments in the film were improvised. And Gunn basically at that point becomes a vehicle for somebody else's creativity in that regard, you know?
Yep. But people will not.
And then you give him more creative control on the other films, and stuff starts getting worse. You get... No, that was my fault. I wasn't paying attention. Stuff starts getting worse, so you get Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which I think is better than Guardians 1 in some ways, but it also has some really weird stuff in it. And James Gunn...
I'm back.
Yeah, and
by the end of Guardians 3... clearly demonstrates that he doesn't actually know the characters as well as he says, even though he's allegedly he created some of them. Because let's be frank here, those are not, a lot of those characters are nowhere near their comic book counterparts, so they are essentially all original characters. Like, Star-Lord in the movies and Star-Lord in the comics have two completely different backstories. It's like their dads are completely different characters. Granted, that was kind of Marvel's fault, because they didn't establish who Star-Lord's dad was in the comics ahead of time. It was a mystery for a while.
Isn't all the Cyclops?
Yeah. I guess. I mean, it can make sense. And it's like... I don't know. Well, like, the idea of, like, Scott's dad going off to become a space pirate, it is cool, you know? Oh, I like that idea. Give me the sword, give me the sword, give me the sword. You don't want me to have the sword. You're lame.
All of you are lame, except for me. I'm the least lame.
Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Oh, god damn.
What happened?
It might have gotten voted as not helpful or something. Like, you can vote on whether community notes are helpful, and then that upgrades or downgrades their score. And then they'll get not shown sometimes, so... I mean, if they're not exactly being honest, they could have, vote bought it or just about anything.
And what exactly is classified as the most stylish RPG?
Persona 5.
That's why I'm wondering what.
Yeah.
What part of that community is not helpful? JRPGs are still being made, they're still being bought. So what part of that But the worst from a plot, saying how they got wrecked, shit, here we go again. You did not just call JRPGs a dying genre. Dying genre. Me when I never said something to you. Hey, come on. And then there's like a character at the bottom of that saying, just couldn't be done with it. Meanwhile, this one released the same year, sold higher, and been carrying the genre for decades.
Uh-huh.
dying genre. Yeah, you can see why this is so tough Was anything in that community note even wrong though?
No.
No. No, I already said why it was removed. Somebody, they voted about it, and then.
I get that. No, everyone knows that that's a thing that can happen. But what part of that would be seen as unhelpful? What part of that seems?
Well, it's an automated system, so it's not exactly difficult to
Use it.
yeah. Dude, you're fucking kidding me. There was this whole. Oh, do you remember Gamergate?
I know Gamergate, but what I'm saying is that this is
Oh,
this is a hypothetical question of why would anyone with reasonable anything be on that person's side and say that that community note is inaccurate or unhelpful for any reason.
Who knows, honestly?
yeah. Let's just go ahead and move on because they're,
That's porn.
it's pretty much a dead topic.
Yep.
Here's something more recent. Japan has suffered an earthquake again.
Yep.
Apparently it was 7.2.
Ooh.
I saw some footage of it. It looked like the ground was freezing.
Yeah.
Tribes were like shaking. Anyone that's in Japan that comes across this very tough bender,
Yeah, we hope people out there are safe.
Which one? Because there have been several.
right? So they provide Twitter named Sarah nudity, 0% agenda, 0% fan
that
service,
one.
0% stretching, 0% filler, 0% childishness. Referring to Rurin, beyond hearing that. And then goes to Vinland Saga. 100% story, 100% plot, 100% soundtrack, 100% dialogue, 100% animation, 100% key characters, 100% emotional, 100% animated, 100% everything that is great from it. You literally cannot post anything without Twitter. Criticized for taking offense to shows that contain answers. Many Twitter users despise the sexy service moment in animated by the comments, but quote, often not actually familiar with such shows. The user naturally took offense to comments disagreeing with them, even though such people act their best in relating to anime and remember when I quoted him saying that he literally cannot post anything without God?
Like you?
Yeah, here was one of the responses. I really dislike people like you. You're so above everyone, but really you're just in the mud while true anime fans are in the heavens watching everything. You have loser mentality. Another response, Demon Slayer fan. I felt like Abraham having a stone in his mouth. Critics naturally Mehcast uses case as here's one example. Anime went from nerd
Yeah, sounds about right.
And then someone else decided to post their own version of this. 100% pornography,
100% maximum no chill.
100% animation, 100% no character, 100% emotional, 100% animated, and it shows 100 girlfriends really love I mean, yeah. Oh, and you gotta love this. 1,000
Okay, that was a joke?
Someone responds to her and says,
'Alright, point to Tarantino. Oh. Oops. That would have been awesome if I hadn't fucked it up. Still in that era. We've never stopped being in that era. That era has been around for as long as fiction existed.
Well, no, here's the thing, though.
Posers have always existed, you know?
Here's the thing, though. When it came to nerd culture, it was like that. Nerd culture. Now it's part of pop culture, and while that has something good, like, you know, a big more comic book fans coming in, it's also been overshadowed by a large amount of as well as comic book movie sales. Now we're having people putting their political ideology in where they don't belong. We're seeing people cut content from video games and they shouldn't really be doing that. We're still in that era where, because it happens to be popular in some sense, that means I can have it, and that means I can say that you even though it's not your place. You said Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, but why can't we have people who live here in Dungeons and Dragons?
There's a healing spell.
Yeah, there's a healing spell. Why the fuck would they be there? Oh, but why are the orcs like black people?
They're, what?
For, like, black people. Because they're being ostracized. You're saying that black people are animals. Orcs are animals. Black people are not. There's a difference. See where I'm getting at? It's like...
Yeah.
I would rather have my nerd than have it be this popular and have it running around because people don't like the fact that a sexy buff girl that's gothic and has a boyfriend and a...
Yeah, we're talking about the Parasite Eve protagonist,
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Parasite Eve. Yeah, remember that Parasite Eve? They call her a lesbian. It's like, hey, oh, you're saying that she's not a lesbian? Yeah, because she's not.
Blue jeans and a black leather jacket in the 90s. It's the same fucking shit. A girl wearing blue jeans and a black leather jacket in the 90s is...
That was a comment.
Yeah.
That was
Well, that...
a guy
Well, this is the same argument they had about, I was like, oh, Superboy is like femme-coded or some shit because he like wore a leather jacket, had a weird fucking haircut, and listened to grunge music. And he was like, okay, so welcome to the world as it was back in the day, you know. If it wasn't for the fact that your birth certificate says you're a certain age, I wouldn't believe you actually lived through this era, you know?
So,
it's to the point where it might as well be
Yeah.
anime. Very interesting anime. You know, how you want to shows political norms, that kind of shit.
Yeah, God, that fucking line. The fact that line was allowed to make it to air. Jesus Christ. Most people probably didn't even know what that was when they saw that.
So I guess because we're in the arcade, we have to mention that.
meanwhile, Tyson Reinhardt felt so proud of that line.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's something. A guy called Ben Bateman says came across Super Blue recently about sex. Oh my god. This is the same guy that was partially responsible for butchering the localization of many
Oh yeah, there was a whole big controversy about the...
9 person, 9 hours, 9 doors.
Yeah, about the 999 and stuff like that.
Here's another one. Translating the Japanese usage of the word lolicon is mostly relative in the context of most Japanese fiction. Lolicon is someone that likes to girls. In Japanese fiction, lolicon usually does not have strong negative connotations. While the term originates from Nabokov's Lolita Ideal, rather than the concept of fantasy in the context of Japanese fiction and the fandom that revolves around it. Even today, using the word lolicon doesn't evoke strong emotional understand. Pedophile and lolicon are not words that are usually interchangeable. If the original text used the word lolicon without strong negative connotations, then the translation should nuance. Disagreeing on the subject matter is fine. Science fiction is not. The Japanese language has words that evoke strong negative connotations.
Yeah.
There's one more detail. It says right here, the lawsuit was originally filed back in 2020 and alleged Google tracking incognito mode, despite previous promises to totally protect their browsing activities. Now Google has violated Google's live video show that the original class action lawsuit alleged track at all when browsing while using incognito mode. It argues Google advertising methods and other techniques.
Well, if I remember correctly, it was supposed to be an originally supposed to be like an anti-tracking mode as well, so that people couldn't track your IP address and location and things like that, and that got quietly dropped after a while.
Yeah, exactly that, but people have figured out that they were still tracking. They were still being tracked somehow. Here's the thing, though. It's not just Google Chrome that's doing that. Apparently, from what I heard, Microsoft Edge, Mozilla Fox, and as recently as Opera GX has been guilty of doing the same shit, but even more.
Yeah, Opera GX is a fucking nightmare software. Edge is Chrome, but with Microsoft branding.
Yep. Remember when it was called Internet Explorer? I think that was more sense than Microsoft Edge.
Oh, I remember when it was supposed to be called Spartan, and that was a cooler name. But
Cooler name, but it made less sense.
well, people complained about the Halo
Sparta.
branding infecting the operating system with Windows 10 because they had Cortana as the digital assistant.
I still don't get why they even named it after Cortana in the beginning.
Because she's iconic and sexy, and people they wanted to evoke her, the Joaquin Phoenix film, something like that. I don't know.
Well, at the very least, one bit of good news, I was able to get past
Oh,
that one
God!
enemy that stun locked me to death.
Who gave you a rocket launcher?
In case you're wondering why I was hesitating to kill it right away, the yucks in this game have 2 tattle logs that I need to fill in, and which are the yucks themselves and their little mini yucks, which erect a barrier whenever they show up. Any questions?
Nope.
Okay. Moving on. You know, based on the music in this fortress, I wonder if the X-Nauts frequently have dance parties behind
Oh God, I thought I
back.
killed you already.
Alex, I would say based
Yeah?
on the music in this dungeon, and do you think the X-Nauts frequently have dance parties behind their boss's back?
Sure.
They have techno raves.
I think that was a good time to look over the database.
Sure.
This will be a time where I look over the database on who lives in which characters, villains, heroes, Marina Smallwood from Marvel.
Okay.
Jacob Marley from Christmas Carol.
Okay.
John Anderson from Minority Report. Marvin Herring, the wet/sticky bandit from the Home Alone duology.
Which one is that again?
Marvin Harry, Wet Bandit.
Oh, Oh, both of them. I thought you were talking just one of them. My bad.
Ronnie McKay from Stargate SG-1.
Hey!
Rubber Band Man from Milestone Comics.
Hey y'all, rubber band man.
Dial Tone from G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. Kim Dragon from World Heroes. Claire from Plasma Force. Cosmic Ghost Rider from Marvel Comics.
Oh god damn it. Please tell me it respawns me.
Tia Langfrey from Fatal Fury 2. Oh, wait.
No!
There you go. Tia Langfrey is from Breaker's Revenge. Wu Rinshang from Samurai Showdown. Petra Goana Lager from Arcana Heart 2. Anilla from Granblue Fantasy Versus. Will Hunted from Goodwill Hunted. Kahori from Marvel. Sun Wukong from American Born Chinese. Nicole Waterston from the Amazing World of Gumball. Escapade from Marvel. Rainmaker from, well, originally Wildstorm Comics, but now and they're not doing
Yeah.
shit with Wildstorm. Fuck you.
DC doesn't do shit with anybody anymore. Predator Elite clones.
Yep. Low Light from G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. And lastly, Atlas Destroyer from Pacific Rim. Black. Let's drop that.
Okay.
Jem Hadar versus
We'll take the booze and place him back the fucking Gem Hadar. I say bounce the graviton particle beam off the main deflector dish. You are cultured if you know what that's from.
Sadly, I do.
Hey!
Because guess what? Brain Scratch sometimes used to recite that when they were playing Batman Arkham Asylum.
Ah, yes, but yeah. That is a song by great musician Aurelio Voltaire. And yes, that is his real name. Yes. I want to believe so, yes.
Trevor Belmont versus Yakko Warner. The hunter has begun destroying forest habitat. Animals chase the hunter out before it's too late. Basically, can Yakko Warner treat Trevor Belmont down?
Yeah, the worst part is because of Yakko Warner's tune force powers, he can easily do that.
But can you chase him out?
Yes.
Remember, chase him out.
Yeah.
Not make him go out.
Yeah, he can chase him out. Like, Trevor will want to leave just based on the fact that he's annoyed by him. I've seen Animaniacs. I know what I'm talking about.
No one else? Oh, here's a no-brainer. Lizard versus Craven the Hunter. Can the animal perform an animal? Well, that's the hunter, they're not. Yeah, Craven.
Yeah, please. Craven's not gonna lose to the Lizard. Like, look, I could make a very convincing argument as to why Craven would lose to Beast Boy, but here's the thing. Hey, Beast Boy is different. He's not, you know, Dr. Kirk Connors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, sure, Craven has fought against all manners of animals, but Beast Boy has been animals that Craven has never gone up against before, and his own human ingenuity can also compensate as well, since he doesn't have that whole Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing that the Lizard goes through every so often.
Yeah.
So, aside from maybe that Werebeast form, which that might be a bit of a stretch, Gar would definitely take down Craven the Hunter.
Kermit the Frog versus the most interesting man in the world. They have to convince that Sound Hill, the most nightmarish-filled place in history. Okay. Kermit the Frog versus the most interesting man in the world. They both have to convince on who is most likely to convince that Sound Hill, the most nightmare-filled location in history, is the best vacation spot. Who do you think is going to convince the most?
The most interesting man. Kermit's cool, but at the same time, Kermit's cool and charismatic and shit like that, and everybody loves him. But I feel like the most interesting man in the world could probably use that accent of his to convince a few people.
Alright. Now it's time to finally confront the boss of this chapter.
And last one. Hulk Hogan versus Eric
Yeah, no, I'm aware. She's got some tune for shit, doesn't she? Everybody would say Hulk Hogan. Actually, Hulk Hogan has some weird... Is that Hulk Hogan from WWE or from Rock and Wrestling?
I think they just mean Hulk Hogan as a whole. Like, okay, let's say Hulk Hogan is fine.
Oh, jeez.
By sticks? Nope. Nope.
Oh, this is good. So what it is that
Okay.
and then he flies away with the Imagine the other fatalities they can make on the holidays. 4th of July.
Drop a ball on your opponent's head.
And there goes Magnus von Grapple 2.0. Bye, Crump.
I was gonna say Hanukkah fatality, but we already had those. I think the game was called World War II.
God, man. Come on. Well, anyway, we got the final crystal star.
The Rock has returned to WWE. No, I literally have footage of it right here.
Pops his pecs and he pops his pecs, says his catchphrase, and then walks off the stage. That's what he does. Oh, hi, Bowser.
It doesn't matter what your catchphrase is!
Okay, so Alex, would you care to tell Gizmo the idea I ended up thinking up while I was at work for today?
Highlander, but with Leonardo from the Ninja Turtles, and Shredder, also from the Ninja Turtles, taking the places of Connor and
The Kurgan.
And the Kurgan, respectively.
How does that sound, Gizmo?
What?
Basically, the story of Highlander, but have it take place in essentially 17th century Japan, and with Leonardo as opposed to Connor McLeod, and Shredder as opposed to the Kurgan.
Okay. I think that could work.
Let's just say, hey, while I was working and somewhat bored, I'm ended up thinking up quite a bit of the storyline. I'm gonna probably be, since Alex seems convinced that it might work, I'm probably gonna end up brainstorming a bit more as I go on.
We don't sell that. I got a friend who's out of the main.
Oh yeah.
Out of the main six.
Main six
Pinkie
of-
Pie. Okay, so the main six is they're the six main characters. It's a pun. It's a play on words. It's the six main characters of My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, being Twilight Sparkle, Pinkie Pie, Applejack, Rarity, Rainbow Dash, and Fluttershy.
Oh yeah.
And I have a feeling that Pinkie Pie would be the most loud and obnoxious of the bunch.
No offense
Rainbow
to-
Dash is probably just gonna run up and down the street and go to the gym and stuff like that. Fluttershy is gonna be an absolute peach. Twilight is gonna have weird experiments and explosions happening from her place every now and again, but at least she's not staying up till 5 in the morning and blasting and fucking techno and party music at me like Pinkie Pie will.
Pinkie Pie would also
And-
break the fourth wall.
But then again, Rarity would probably try to set up a homeowners association, so, you know.
No.
Really Pinkie Pie though. I was surprised you said Pinkie Pie. I thought you would say something like Applejack or something.
No, I know people like Applejack. They're fine.
What about you? To be your neighbor.
Pinkie Pie.
Really? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Although probably not as familiar with them as we are.
I watched the entire series up until the very end. I thought people would actually like Pinkie Pie.
Oh no, I
Oh my
Here's the thing.
God.
I would think that people would love to have someone like Pinkie Pie as their neighbor.
Guys, somebody posted on Twitter the entire Dragon Ball Super Tournament of Power from beginning to end.
Okay, that's
Huh.
something new.
I'm just like,
yeah.
why would you? How do you even post a 2-hour-long video?
They played for Zitter Blue.
Do you believe in magic? We're asking you a question, bitch. Do you believe in
What kind of magic?
magic
When does
or
the
not? Yes
Tell
or
me
no?
when the magic begins. If there isn't any magic, I'm just gonna be sad, like Samurai Jack in that one episode.
Hey, Mason, what about you? Would you hate any pony as your? Would you hate? No pun intended. Would you hate any pony as your neighbor, or is there one that sticks out in your mind? Good answer. Did Sonic leave?
Yeah, he left.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
While I was working on a game
here's something that's saying, how about what about one of the main princesses which you hate as
Don't know any of them. Can't give an answer.
Celestial, Luna, Candace, or Twilight? Celestial, Luna, Candace, or Twilight?
I don't know anything about them, so I can't answer.
Okay, how about
I think I'd most like to have Twilight, right, or Luna.
I'm guessing
That's
you
just
don't
me.
want- I'm guessing you wouldn't want Candace to come over and always talk about her and say that.
Yeah. Also, Luna seems like she's a lot of fun. Because she has that, she gets, like, kind of playful with the Nightmare Moon personality. Yeah, so I think that would lead to some pretty cool shit.
There is also,
But I don't know.
There is also that fandom persona that Luna has of being a gamer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently there's a thing. Oddly enough, it originated from the Ask Molestia Tumblr Ask blog, where Celestia happens to be a sexual deviant, while Luna happens to be just a hardcore gamer to the point where she games with her hooves. Yeah.
Oh, so that's where the Molestia meme came from. I know. Do I want to know? That's the question.
Well, it's not as dark as you think, but there is some drama behind it. It closed. The company for Ask Molestia closed, but it wasn't because they wanted to. It was mostly because someone reported on them.
There we go.
I think her name was Little Miss Pinkie Pie or something like that. But people hated her to begin with because not only did she report on a very popular Ask blog, but she also was a hypocrite because people found out that she made very risque My Little Pony fan art of them dressing up in lingerie and making out.
Okay.
So, yeah, that might have been the only piece of drama it had, but it was drama nonetheless. There was other fandom stuff like Dr. Hooves, you know, that's supposed to.
I remember Dr. Hooves.
It's still.
I remember. Yeah, Dr. Hooves and Rose.
Let's see. There's pregnant Scootaloo. It basically Scootaloo was a teenager. She gets pregnant and then it became this whole thing called pregnant Scootaloo. And then when she did decide to give birth, it
What?
called her motherly Scootaloo. Then the whole thing ended on a bittersweet ending, I guess. She doesn't die or ignore the kid, but it just ends. There's Green Apple Bloom.
Yeah, okay, you know,
Green Lantern Apple Bloom.
fucking... oh. Green Lantern Apple Bloom. I thought you said Green Apple Bloom, and I was like,
Yeah,
what
that was
the fuck?
I don't know where that came from, but yeah, Green Lantern.
Okay, I'm interested in that now. What the fuck?
It's literally it's another acid bug that or art put on the front of the Apple Bloom, so you can literally just read it as the Apple Bloom if you wanted to. Like I said, it's an acid blog. I think it's run its course. I really don't know if it's running anymore because just how long could you make an acid blog of Apple Bloom being a part of the Green Lantern Corps?
Yeah, that seems like a gimmick that would run short, not too...
And this guy was
not too slowly.
This guy was also a regular fan in a DC comic. Apparently, when Apple Bloom got the Green Lantern ring, it takes place the same time as Batman Begins.
Okay.
but I thought that was actually pretty charming. Oh, and it was all pixel art.
Oh, that sounds really good.
What else was there? Oh god. There was also Wilderness Rare. Horrific. Not horrendous. Horrific. Like, Rarity just turns evil out of nowhere because of some evil entity that infected your cat, which then scratches Rarity and out and a little bit inside of her. And then she gets her six friends involved. It's really weird. And for some
Yeah, it
reason,
sounds really weird.
and for some reason, everyone's walking on their hind hooves as if there were normal legs. I think it's supposed to be a horror aspect totally belong, but yeah, it's still weird. There was, okay, here's a weird one, I remember this one. There's one called Weathered Twilight an Ask Blog. This never even began, because from what I understand it, just from the few pictures we had, it looked like it was supposed to take place in a world where Twilight accidentally brought it world to an apocalyptic state and her friends are now dead. I couldn't tell you any more than that because she stopped at 5 pictures, no updates. I don't know who the artist is, if you're even continuing to begin with. Oh, okay. This one is also another. You remember the Cross comics?
Vaguely.
Okay, let me give you a reminder. Cross comics are a horror comic book series in which a mysterious illness starts spreading, in which it's transferred through sexual fluids, saliva, or even blood.
Of course it was.
And what happens is that when you get the virus, you end up becoming so animalistic that even hurting others closest to you, or even yourself for that matter, is seen as an exciting / sexual.
And I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
And the sickness also gives you a large cross-shaped rash on your face. Hence why the comic book series is called Cross, which is a sign that you have the virus, which is why you act in such a way.
That's fucking stupid.
Well, it's maybe stupid, but it's very, very horrific. It's very horrible because just
I can tell.
Just looking up the Cross comic book covers, they're fucking, ooh boy. And that's my, it's really disturbing. But again, I guess that's what it's supposed to be considered. Like, you'll see What was up, dude?
That's disgusting.
Like the cover, or a bunch of infected kids, there's a box comic book cover which shows infected kids, where they use a 2-man saw as a saw to cut.
Okay, are you getting vibes of cupcakes? Oh, goody!
Another version of the Walking people, it's people who are alive. But unlike The Walking Dead, at least The Walking Dead shows some sort of hope for humanity to continue on.
Okay,
This
yeah, so
little to nothing.
so
Kids are involved, elderly are involved, animals are involved.
So Gold Bob wanted me
Brutal,
to.
it's very brutal.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want to I'm no longer comfortable with
So,
this conversation, please.
when I-
Let's-
yeah, when I wrote a zombie thing, like there were dead people, but you know they died.
Yeah, they stayed there.
You know, this wasn't like the fucking necromongers from. Actually, that sounds a lot like the necromongers from Chronicles of Riddick. When did that come out?
No idea.
Like when did Cross come out? By the way, hey, that's what I'm asking.
I don't remember, but I did. All I remember is that it came out before I think. Well, no, before Cupcake was a thing.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but it felt like, but I think it came before Cupcake. The reason why I asked you to know about Cross and comic book line is because someone tried to do an absolute story of My Little Pony getting the virus. So what it is, like, at the first comic book page that was made, Twilight is reading in her room, she hears something that's constantly hitting her window. She
Oh
opens
god,
the
this is some fucking edgelord shit
She
here.
opens the curtains like a pile of flesh hits her window. She's horrified, and then she looks out the window, and she sees like the entirety of Ponyville turning batshit insane on the virus.
Oh my god, this is some.
And
Hang on.
because this is the My Little Pony fandom, of course there has to be a reference to everything. They have to be references. So you'll see Lyra getting her trademark bitten off. You'll see the doctor literally. You'll see the doctor.
Yeah, let's-
Retarded.
Let's move on, please.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's move on because this is not. This is
I don't
Hang on.
need this. I don't
yeah,
need this
no.
as being described to me in such detail. Okay?
Ow! Hang on. Oh, hang on, guys. This is based on a fucking Garth Ennis comic. This is a crossover with a Garth Ennis comic that was in 2008. Okay, so Garth Ennis is the guy who did The Boys and Preacher. Somehow, some fucking how, it managed to get turned into a franchise featuring, you know, like an anthology comic, a bunch of web comics, spin-offs and things like that. And dear fucking god. So this is like an actual thing that was created by an actual I hesitate to use the word writer with regards to Garth Ennis in 2008 to 2010. So yeah, this is definitely after the Necromongers from Chronicles of Riddick. So yeah,
And,
that was all I wanted to know.
Also, you don't have to worry about being told any more than that, because after that, like, what, 2 other pages were finished, but then there was supposed to be a 4th that never went anywhere except for a sketch, and then there's like one last long entry.
Yeah, the last one was 2019.
Yeah,
What?
No, but think about it. It's like I'm asking Marvel, hey, what's the next issue of Lifespan? Where's the next issue of Lifespan? What's the next issue of Lifespan?
Well, that actually has a fucking schedule to meet.
Right, but if I were to ask them over and over what's next for my plan, and they say, okay, we're stopping because you guys keep on asking us what's next issue. You know?
Let me. I just want to. I just want to say, it's like when I saw the fucking cover that this person drew, it was, my first thought was, this is the most edgelord shit I've ever seen. And then I saw, oh, it's inspired by a Garth Ennis comic. Of course it is. So I wrote a zombie story, or I've written part of a zombie story here, based on a better thing, Resident Evil, and The Last of Us. But you know, and The Last of Us has this is from like the Walking Dead school of having a massive hate-on for the characters and wanting them to suffer as much as possible. And I like having characters get run through the ringer, but I kind of,
but I'm not.
I'm
not like that.
Yeah, you know what happens during the prologue section of The Last of Us?
Yep.
Gizmo, you know what happens in the prologue?
Last one's one.
The Last of Us 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mason, you know what happens in the prologue?
Sarah dies.
Yeah, yeah, I sort of subverted that in my little crossover thing, mostly just because, one, I thought it was kind of a shitty thing to have, and not exactly a great inciting conflict for the story, and two, because Chris Redfield is literally that good of a sniper. Oh yeah, I checked it out. The blog is still there. All the stuff is still up. It's just, it's there, and it's horrendous.
Is the last why he stopped filming?
Huh?
Is the last message still up there too as to why he quit?
Oh yeah, everything's still up there.
Yeah. And was I accurate when I say he stopped because people keep on asking him, because that's genuinely what happened?
I think so. Well,
Sorry, I'm not too pleased with this trouble. Because Alex,
Yeah.
doing right now, doing a lot of backtracking that's not necessary. I'm putting myself through all of this.
Oh, yeah,
this game so damn much.
Oh, hang on. This was, I'm sorry, I'm looking at this real quick.
You know what's funny about Cross? I actually find it fascinating to have that kind of an illness. It's just if you go...
Well, it's a fascinating concept in terms of like something, but zombie stuff already did that better, and like Garth Ennis is a fucking weirdo when he's not on a leash. Like,
It's what's the word for it? It's the execution.
yeah,
You know,
hang on.
I like the idea of a virus that doesn't kill you, but it makes you go crazy. I like the idea of that, like just being like, like fighting everybody, eating anything, doing literally anything to your heart's content, or just out of
Hang on.
I like the idea
That's the
of that.
fucking. That's also the Reavers from fucking Firefly.
Well, I haven't seen that, so can't really see anything
Oh.
about that.
Oh shit.
I know
Highlander.
of its impact, and I know of its love of the community, but I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, so no, one of the major antagonist groups of the series is called the Reavers, and they're basically that. They've gone space crazy and eat, fight, kill, cannibalize, etc.
I wonder if the cross disease.
But they're like background things, you know? No, they're not the main thing. And we
Oh, okay.
and they get like beaten the fuck out
I was
during
thinking
Serenity.
I was thinking of the cross disease
Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the night because it's running late for me and I'm
As soon as I'm done with this trouble,
looping.
yep.
So, the fictional diseases might be better, or because
All right.
You're fine.
see ya.
Have a good night.
Unfortunately, I gotta go back to Far Outpost and wake up the fucking in general again, because of course I do.
No, but for real, I think because of our conversation about just cross, I think it'd be interesting to talk about fictional diseases and viruses.
Oh yeah.
You know, like let's begin. How would it compare to, let's say, the umbrella virus?
For the T virus, etc.
Yeah, stuff like that. The cutie pox, not
I wonder what's the thing that causes people to like wanna try and corrupt something that's like cute and innocent, like My Little Pony and Sonic the Hedgehog, like because it's always something like that, and they're always getting either like sexualized or turned into or disfigured or turned into some kind of crazy ass bullshit, you know?
God damn it. Okay, hold that thought. I got a phone call.
All right.
Hello?
Wake up, you old fuck! I have this package for you from Gold Bob. All you had to do was stay fucking still. But you didn't want to. You just had to go traveling again. I was half tempted to just let you stay as...
Oh yeah, the Saints Row reboot was free on the Epic Games Store. I think that's the fastest any game has gone free on any platform. Excuse me, aside from maybe the Elder Scrolls Online.
Okay, now I gotta go to Gold Bob, tell him the package has been delivered. And then The only reason I'm avoiding those enemies is just because they won't give me much. Sure, I'll get coins, but I need experience points, man. You know what I mean, man?
Yeah. Huh. Infestation 88, featuring a Mickey Mouse look-alike
I'm back.
animatronic. Okay. There's another Mickey Mouse, so... Oh, this sort of dovetails off from what I was saying earlier, or why do people feel the need to try and corrupt children's media like this. Infestation 88 features a... It basically looks like Five Nights at Freddy's, but with Mickey Mouse.
I don't think we'll ever get an answer for that, but I can say it is fascinating the stuff they come up with. It is fascinating the stuff they come up with. Why they react in certain ways. There are a lot of My Little Pony fanfics where they're so innocent to the point where just saying a swear is gas-worthy. Or, you know, or like murder is such a more concept they never even made a law revolving around it.
Oh, man. See, this is a much better idea here. So I'm just gonna post this in the broadcast chat. Time to write my film noir buddy cop detective adventure, Cat and Mouse, featuring Felix the Cat and Mickey Mouse.
Alright, I'm gonna end things off for the night. So next time on Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door, we're gonna do the rest of the troubles, and we're gonna do a bit of the Pit of 100 Trials. So look forward to that.
Alright,
In the
next time
meantime-
I'll be playing more Halo and attempting to not suck as much.
And next Monday, I will be doing more of the Super Mario of RPGs.
Mario.
So...
Mario!